I pretended to be broke for 2 years to test if my boyfriend actually loved me. I'd out. I was the one who failed the test. My trust fund kicked in when I turned 25 suddenly. I had more money than I knew what to do with, but I'd watched too many friends get used for their wealth. So I kept living in my studio apartment, driving my beat-up Honda, working at the bookstore. Then I met Marcus at a coffee shop. He was struggling through law school, working nights to pay rent. When he asked me out, I panicked and said I was between jobs. One small lie snowballed into an elaborate deception. For 2 years, I complained about money. I'd forget my wallet so he'd pay for dates, then feel sick watching him calculate if he could afford groceries that week. I wore the same 5 outfits, shopped at thrift stores, even created fake financial emergencies to see if he'd help. He always did. When my laptop broke before a job interview, Marcus sold his Tasthus to buy me a new one. When I couldn't make rent, he worked double shifts for 3 weeks. He never complained, just held me, and promised things would get better. His proposal wasn't fancy. A $300 ring he'd saved for 6 months to buy, presented over Chinese takeout in his tiny apartment. I know we don't have much, he said, but I want to build everything with you. I said yes, then threw up in his bathroom. Not from joy, from guilt. The wedding planning broke me. His mom offered her own wedding dress to save money. His dad secretly took out a loan for the reception. Marcus started donating plasma twice a week for our honeymoon fund. I couldn't do it anymore. 3 weeks before the wedding, I showed him my bank statements, all of them. The number made him step backward like I'd slapped him. 2.3 million. I explained everything. The test, the lies, the watching him struggle while I had millions sitting untouched. I thought he'd be believed. Maybe angry, then relieved. Instead, he sat on the floor and cried, not happy tears. You watched me kill myself trying to provide for us, he said quietly. I skipped meals so you could eat. My mom pawned her jewelry for our wedding, and you were testing me. He left that night. I only his clothes and the law books he bought secondhand. The wedding dress his mom bought still hangs in my closet. She won't take my calls to return it. Marcus passed the bar exam last month, I know, because his sister posted about it. She blocked me right after I passed my test, I guess. He loved me without the money, but I failed his. Love isn't about testing someone's breaking point. It's about making sure they never reach it. I still live in the studio apartment. The Honda finally died. I take the bus now, counting stops like he used to, wondering if I'll see him. I never do. The trust fund feels like blood money now. 30 pieces of silver for betraying the only person who ever loved me for me. Funny thing about tests, sometimes the person giving them learns the hardest lesson.